So the countdown has begun, not for my birthday, but for Beyonce's album. Today is what, the 23rd? So we have 6 more days until B Day. I mean, my B Day, as well as Beyonce's album release.
Now, as a friend, I'm not going to sit here and let you make Beyonce more important than you. It's a countdown to your birthday. That is the day Jesus gave y'all to us. What would my life be like without you? I don't want to know. I don't want to live in a world without you. We have been doing this for 5 years. You have changed my life. You are more important to me and the viewers than Beyonce. Now, we ain't going to say she ain't a great artist because we know you love her. But we can focus on you. And also on my nails that match my outfit.
Oh, nice. She just released her track list, even though Beyonce has become the queen of trolling, because it's like we still don't have a video. I'm still playing the song. I like it. But I'm just really disappointed that there's no like video or anything.
I will say I am surprised. The song is a bop. The song is a bop. Like I can talk about
what is it again? What is it again?
The song is a bop. It's a bop. It's a hit. It's wonderful. It is good art. I enjoy it. I'm gonna give her that.
So the track list came out. It's 16 songs. We know that Drake is gonna be on it. The Dream is like producing a lot of songs. Of course, the Camel is on there. She's sampling a lot of different artists that we're familiar with, like Tina Marie, Crystal Waters. Some of these, the queens in the ballroom scene. I think their name is Moy Renee. And if y'all go look up the video on Twitter, it's basically this funny ass drag queen with two like male dancers behind her, and she's like, Miss Honey. And it's like a Vogue beat. I'm excited about it. My birthday party is coming up on Friday.
What am I going to send?
I just want a happy birthday, that's all. A congratulations and a happy birthday. And y'all, the Cash App will be up in case y'all want to like donate at all.
Please, let's support Black artists and give freely, give generously, dig deep as he's dug deep. You have watched this man truly blossom into a wonderful comedian. Dig deep. He did the work and dug deep. Y'all can dig deep for him.
I love the slogan, like dig deep for Diggins.
Oh, dig deep for Diggins.
Oh, and speaking of which, I just want to give a shout out to like I was getting my lunch in Harlem today once I got the vaccinated, and I was in my old neighborhood, and as I was about to get into my Uber, someone was like, "Is that Chris?" And I was like, "Well, yes, it is." And I want to give a shout out to Leslie. Like, she's just like, "Oh my God!" Like, I will never get used to that. But you know, thank you, Leslie, for brightening my day. It was nice to meet you again. I think I saw her in my neighborhood before. But yeah, she says hello to you. She loves Alex a lot. Shout out to Leslie. It was great meeting you today. Well, meeting you again today.
And yay, we both got our first shots. I got mine Thursday, and you got yours today.
Today. Did you get any side effects?
What?
Any side effects?
Other than a really sore arm, nothing too much.
So the original shot, like I remember taking it and it took me out. So I'm just like hoping that this one is much better, a much better experience. And of course, the line looked like a gay club in Harlem. I will say there was more people of color in line, because when it was first like distributed, like they would have it in, you know, these Black and brown neighborhoods, and the entire line would be white. I'm glad people are putting their health first and actually getting it. Well, you know, the gay men of color in the neighborhood.
My friends took me on Thursday. They were like, we heard there are some in Berkeley. Let's go. And we were able to get in.
But let's get into these hot topics. So first and foremost, let's talk about Kim Burell.
Oh my God, that's who I wanted to start with too.
Like, all I know is she is an ignorant woman of the church. Fill me in. Like, I know she was at the altar and it was just comedy hour. Like, she was roasting, and a lot of people didn't appreciate that.
Well, Kim Burell, I think we actually talked about her. She was the one who said LGBT love God before.
Let God be true quickly.
Yep, that was her. She is, I feel, the definition of a fake prophet. You know, she acts Christian, but does not behave in a Christian manner. So I just like, I'm sorry, I read a Bible or two. It's like, Jesus said, judge not lest ye be judged, and love the sinner, but hate the sin. But you really have too much energy for gay men specifically. Now you leave lesbians alone, but ooh, the sin of being a gay man in their Christian religion, oh, it's worse than murder, child molestation. I mean, it's too much focus. So it's very interesting to see her thieving ways exposed. But I thought one of the 10 commands was thou shalt not steal. Wasn't that a commandment? Or am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So since she's down with OPP, the OPPP, I'm just not surprised. But I really can't wait to see the federal government make an example out of her. And if they, I would put 5 on it if they wanted to make an example out of her. I would pay the lawyer's fees myself.
I got 5 on it.
And she needs 5 years on it.
So Kim Burell, she's a soiled soul, I think. And she's a false prophet. I agree with that. Now, what's really interesting about Miss Burell is she was born August 27th, 1972. She is 49 years old, which is a testament of God doesn't like ugly, because she looks 64.
Damn, I mean, that black cracked.
She is 49, according to Wikipedia.
I'm
39.
I'm 39 and I look like this.
She's
39, I'll be 40 in December.
She's only about 10 or 9 years older than you. Like, I was shocked.
10 years older than me looking like that. Ooh, yeah, God don't like ugly. God really don't like ugly. Maybe that's why I'm still pretty, because God don't like ugly. I may have my flaws. I am a human. But yeah, I'm glad I ain't her.
Yeah, that was what I was most shocked by.
And hold on, Chris, now how old are you going to be turning on the 29th?
I will be turning 37.
Damn, you look good.
Thank you. I'll be officially entering my late 30s. So
mid 37 is mid. 37 is mid. 38 is late. 37 is mid.
I always thought like 30, 31, 32, 33, that's like early 30s. 34, 35, 36, that's mid. And then 37, 38, 39, that's like late 40s.
38,
late 30s, I'm sorry.
38, 37 is still mid. When you 38, that's when you're in your late 30s. It's just 2 years for the late. I am in my late 30s. I can see the sun setting. And right. that's why I'm like, we're doing a really big 40th birthday to celebrate, because I can't believe I'm going to be 40.
Yeah, that midnight oil is burning. So you know how, like, I mean, I love Sex and the City. Like back in 2000, I was like a undergrad, and now like we are the same age as those women in the start of Sex and the City.
Yeah. Crazy. I am now Kim Cattrall. I am 140.
Yep, and I'm well, I still think you're the other one that went splat.
Why do you want to kill me off?
I don't know. I'm sorry. But you are Kim Cattrall. I am. I feel like I'm not even Carrie. I'm Miranda.
You are. I was going to say you are Miranda all day, all night,
Because
all day. I'm Samantha's age, but I am Charlotte. I am a total Charlotte.
I agree.
I just want to be married and worry about my husband and my family. And yep, I am a total Charlotte.
Well, moving on, Tasha K loses her appeal to Cardi B for that judgment of I want to say 0.2 or $4.5 million. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. I'm very nervous.
No, all you have to do is not play in court. That's KRAFT. That's where it came from. I don't play in court. You can believe a whole lot. You can believe that and take it to the bank. I'll just be like, here, what you want? I don't need a judge involved. Take it all. But that is why we talk about certain topics on this show and not others, because I don't play in court.
Yes.
And she played in court, and I respect Tasha. When the channel was shut down, Tasha K reached out to me. Let me give her praises and helped me out and was trying to get the channel back up. And I couldn't even believe I was talking to her. Ooh, I'm gonna wish her, as someone who was nice to me, I'm gonna wish her the best on that one.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I wish the best for her, and I hope, she's able to get through this. Like, I'm sure, like, all she has to do is maybe file for bankruptcy or something, because Cardi's not going to get that judgment, even though Cardi now has the right to garnish her wages now, too.
Garnish her wages, put a lien on her property. I'm telling you, when I say I don't play in court, I don't play in court.
I wish Tasha K well, and I hope she can bounce back from this.
And I'm sure she will. And I would say Tasha K probably makes enough money to pay her and the taxes.
Yeah. Like, I think she could pay it off in like a good 5 years.
I mean, probably a year and a half if she really put her mind to it.
So speaking of, court, Monique is not bringing Netflix to court, and they're actually working together now. She's back with them. I'm confused by it, but I'm glad that this saga, this long, hard saga that was almost as long as the Jesse one, is over.
Netflix realized they made a legal mistake, and I believe the phrase is she has them by the balls.
I don't think they went to court with it. They just settled, right?
They settled. And
right.
And Netflix is doing this because they're like, we ain't gonna look bad.
And Netflix has lost so many viewers right now because it's like they've increased their price. They're losing a lot of different titles. And HBO Max, Disney Plus, and hell, even Paramount, they're bringing it right now. So.
And Hulu.
Yeah, I watch Hulu sometimes.
Well, I guess I watch Hulu because I watch Stars, because that's how I watch the Power shows, and P-Valley.
I heard American Horror Stories. They do a little anthology series. Like, they just started that, and I heard it's actually really good. No, I heard the first 2 episodes are good.
I will have to revisit, because I remember this started last year and I was incredibly disappointed.
Well, this one isn't like the entire story. This is just like 7 different stories. It's like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
And I saw them do it last year, and I just don't think they did it well. I think that it's best as an entire season. I think that they're good with that, telling the story over, 10 episodes. I feel like them trying to do it in 1 episode, it's not their gift.
That's fair. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance. Are you going to see Nope with Kiki Palmer?
Of course.
I've heard mixed reviews, but most of them positive. I just have to make time to see it.
Did that come out this week?
It came out this weekend, the 22nd. Yeah, I heard Kiki does really well in the movie, and it has a very interesting twist at the end. So I can't wait to see it. I
A
was
twist?
a twist.
A twist?
Yes. I really wasn't a fan of Us like that. And if you go back, y'all, we actually did a review of Us. Go look in Alexander Rodgers' archives. You'll be able to see it if you want to. I really wasn't feeling it that much. I think I gave it like a C or something like that, or like a B minus. I don't remember, but I heard it's better than Us.
I liked Us, although I feel like the favorite movie that we reviewed together was A Quiet Place. Because that was just good.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
And the monsters were scary, and I like that you didn't see them until the end.
And moving on, I'm guessing since we're talking about Lupita's movie, Lupita's other movie, Black Panther 2, the trailer is supposed to release today. I'm still waiting for it to pop up. So it may be breaking news whenever it shows up.
I am looking forward to it. I just am wondering how I'm going to sneak the same tuna salad, potato salad, and fried chicken and macaroni and cheese that's still hot into the theater. Because it took me some time when I did it to see the first one.
Well, you were in New York when you were able to do that. I'm not sure San Francisco you'll be able to get away with it, but go to Oakland. You'll be able to get away with it there, I think.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I didn't go to Brooklyn when I was in New York. I'm not going to Oakland now. It's the same shit.
There's not a Magic Johnson in Oakland?
I haven't been to Oakland, so I don't know.
You've never been to Oakland. How long have you been in San Francisco?
Okay, first, I moved during the pandemic when the trains weren't working. Second, you know how bad the MTA is. Bart says, hold my beer. So I don't want to go over there unless I'm going with friends with a car and get trapped with an $87 Uber ride. I'm sorry. Y'all got money on my Uber? Who got $87 for the Uber for me to get home? Because they will trap your ass. This is not New York. It is not 24/7. And like, here's the thing. The train will shut down here at 10. That doesn't mean the last ride is at 10. That means the system has shut down at 10. So your ass needed to be on at 8:40.
I mean, it's Oakland, not Iraq. And from my experience in San Francisco, I think it was only like a 15-minute Uber ride. I think you should try it out one day. Like, just have like a nice day in Oakland.
I want to do that. I have asked my friends. We are going to do a nice day in Oakland, but it is very much a day trip. And at night, them Ubers is $87. For 15 minutes, it's $87. How long does it take to get from LaGuardia to my old house on 141st in Amsterdam? It's the same price. Once you got to cross a bridge, they're going to get that ass.
The way you're talking about it was like it's a sundown town or something, like from Lovecraft Country. Like, we gotta hurry up, the sun's going down.
That's how public transit is here. It's not like New York where everything runs 24 hours. Like, it shuts off at 12. And what that really means is your last train is at 10:40.
Okay, well noted. How are you on Housewives right now? Like, are you caught up on anything, like any franchise?
I took a mental vacation so I could recalibrate, de-stress, and take a moment. And I still was working because I did an interview that will actually be at the end of this video with Hot Johnny, and I know you're going to really enjoy the footage. He does a pastrami restaurant out here, which is amazing, and it's bringing back Cooking with Alex. Well, except this episode, we're not cooking with Alex, we're smoking with Johnny.
Did you hear about Marlowe's home invasion?
No.
Like, I guess they had like a string of robberies in the neighborhood, and the Atlanta news station, they interviewed her, and she actually got robbed in like early July. But she was just one of the strings of the robbery. They caught them, but like nobody knew Marlo got robbed. And I'm guessing it was because she was cooperating with police. But then, Kenya, it was really strange. Like, I get that her and Marlo are beefing, but it was just weird that Kenya made this a moment to throw a dig at Marlo. So this is what she tweeted, she said, happy no one was hurt, but she took the time to withhold information from the cast that could possibly help keep us safe, but was happy to release details in interviews. So she said, during the invasion, she heard like a door being kicked down. Her nephew was screaming. So I'm guessing she got the boys back. And thankfully, Marlo had a panic room. Now, somebody on Twitter, when I retweeted that news clip, it was like, did she leave the nephews out and just, and she just went to the panic room alone? I was like, go away, go away. As if Marlo was that savage. Like she just ran into the panic room to leave the nephews to fend for themselves. I was kind of confused with Kenya's tweet. I'm like, okay, I get it. She don't like Marlo, but does she have a point?
I want to harken back to one of your earliest impressions of me and one of my favorites. It's a memory that lives right here. When you said in my voice, Kenya Moore is an asshole.
Oh yeah.
Case in point.
Yeah, but I will say, Kenya's corner on the show. But with this, I'm just like, I'm glad she said nobody was hurt, but I'm like, you don't know why, like, she didn't tell y'all was allegedly because the police told her not to be vocal about it because they wanted to catch the robbers in the neighborhood.
Kenya isn't respecting also the psychological effects of someone breaking into your house. As someone whose house has been broken into, I can understand it's a lot more than just being physically safe.
I agree with that. They are going at it on Housewives of Atlanta. It's been an okay season. They're at the middle mark. I don't know. I'm just tired of Kenya versus Marlo. In the next episode, Kenya goes after like, well, you gave away them kids. And I'm like, well, it's fair for Kenya to go below the belt if, Marlo went below the belt first. So it is what it is.
I will say, though, now that we know about the robbery, maybe that's why the kids weren't there.
No, this happened recently. Like this happened this month.
Oh, okay.
They've been finished filming.
Well, then I guess, I kind of got to agree with Kenya on that. You did, hand them off like you got handed off. It was like, okay, this is cute for a minute. And now hot potato, who got the kid?
Mm-hmm. And also just right quick about Beverly Hills. It's like, still my favorite franchise. Kathy Hilton is back. Like this is rich. Like, how Diana tries to like say, oh, I'm rich and everything. I have the private jet, the expensive clothes. Like Kathy Hilton came on and she stuffed a baked potato with thousands of dollars worth of caviar. Like she's rich without even having to say it, And that's the difference. And she's more interesting than Diane. So I'm just like, why are they wasting our time with Diane?
Well, because the madam is interesting, but she is the technical nouveau riche. Kathy Hilton is old money. She knows how to rich. Madam, I'm not even going to call her. My middle name is Diane, so we're not even going to call her Diana. We're not going to give her that kind of respect because she doesn't deserve it. I respect whores, but I don't respect her. But Kathy Hilton will teach you how to rich.
I need that on a t-shirt. I respect whores, but I don't respect her. Also, a last note on Beverly Hills, like a lot of people have been saying that Diana is licking her lips a lot. And once you pay attention to it, you will notice it from now on. She does it a lot too. It's just like that. Like she has her whole tongue out.
Well, now I'm not saying this is true, allegedly, but I've heard that cocaine dries your lips out. And she gives me a cocaine tea. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not saying it's true, but that's just what it looks like to me.
The more you know.
The more you know. Well, let's talk about Tiffany Haddish being irritated by fans yelling her name repeatedly. Now, I have an issue with this. as someone who has worked very hard to try to have their art recognized, if somebody says, oh my God, you're Alex Rodgers, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I'm just as excited and happy to see them. I'm like, wow, my art meant something to you. We have a connection. I think it gives me an unappreciative of the enormous blessing and career you have been bestowed upon. A lot of things that people would give their eye teeth to have. And now you want to be irritated because you have to deal with the responsibility of the blessing.
I mean, I used to like Tiffany Haddish. She kind of gets on my nerves now. Not only because of her lowbrow behavior in public, but she's just really one note as a comedian. I'm just like, what else is there? Like, she plays the exact same character in every single movie. I'm happy for her.
Do you know what I want to say to that? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Oh. I may be many things, but I hit all the notes. I just gave you the scale on key, unlike Carrie Hilson. And unstolen, like Beyonce.
Here we go. Well, at least Carrie Hilson just had a whole concert dedicated to her.
For what?
I'm just saying, for her.
Yeah, you know what? We need to have a concert dedicated to me because I done written just as many good songs as her ass.
And Beyonce doesn't steal. She gives everybody her props. She doesn't. You can look at the receipts on Twitter, y'all. You don't have to be a hater like Alex. You don't have to be, because it's free to not hate on somebody. I'm just saying.
I am not a hater. I just point things out.
Okay. What else is going on?
We have to talk about Sheree Can't Pay Whitfield spotted with Martell Can't Be Faithful Holt.
Now, I know who Sheree is, but I have no idea who this Martell person is.
You see, you should have been watching Real Housewives of Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a cute show. Martell is heterosexual trade. That is the best way to describe him. He is an attractive man with no other value than his muscly body and what's between his legs. His wife finally realized that 4 children later and moved on.
So he's a Ralph.
Yes, he's a Ralph.
Okay.
And you know what? A lot of men need to start understanding a hard dick may be all you have to offer.
Well.
Did I speak some truth?
I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit too real. It's crazy. We can leave this in, but
we gonna leave it in because when you said, ooh, you know what I'm talking about. Some men need to realize, child, all you got is a hard dick. All you got. You better hope that keep working. You better hope that keep working, because then you ain't got shit.
So, I mean, he does look like a good-looking man. I was like, oh, look at Sheree. Like, you know, she's with this man who, at least he has a job, you know?
He has a job because Carlos King gave him one and because he lived off of his wife long enough to get one from Carlos King. He ain't got shit but a hard dick. That's all he has to offer. That is it.
Wow. So are they, like, together?
Well, I think they're trying to cook up a plot line because, you know, Sheree ain't really doing shit this season, so she's trying to get another plot line. So this would be an own reality show, Bravo show crossover. If they decided to stay together, they could both keep themselves relevant because, again, he ain't got nothing but hard dick. And what does Sheree have? Sheree ain't even got her house. That's in her mama's name.
That house is stunning, though.
Oh, please. Lies and good lighting. That's all it takes.
That is a beautiful house. I'm wondering how she can, like, afford.
It's a mold-filled edifice. That is not a beautiful house. Now, Kenya Moore has a nice house. Sheree has an edifice. I'm telling you, if you can light a stage to look like something and you spent $4 on the design. All that is some used room to go furniture that she lit well. I don't trust her. There is too much money in furniture in that house for it to be real. No, maybe she stole it. Maybe she stole it because she is with a felon who was arrested for fraud. I mean, these things are facts. I'm not making this up.
She said her living room was worth $40,000.
See, that's not adding up because that's cheap. A living room in a house like that should be worth about $130,000. $40,000, that shit's worth $4,000. I'm telling you, good lighting makes me look 28. And I'm going to be 40 in December. I know a trick when I see it.
Well, good luck to Sheree and her new relationship. You know, maybe we'll see it next season on Housewives. You never know.
Sheree really wants to get with the man with 5 kids at his age, in his mid-40s. Sheree don't want a man. That's not what a woman Sheree's age is getting into. And he got babies. And then he has the outside baby with his mistress. He has 4 kids with one woman, 5 with another. Why would you sign up for that? I'm sorry, dick can be good, but it ain't that good. And I done had some good dick. I done moved. I was not going to put up with 4 kids.
Well, all right. So with Basketball Wives, just right quick, I'm just so glad that we're on the British storyline where she finally got caught. Like they said that she had to turn herself in, and it was in St. Louis that she had to turn herself in because another cast member that does not live in LA. Like they all just like moved to LA just to film, and then they go all like back to where they were. Like Brandy's in Texas, Shawnee's in Texas, Malaysia's in Atlanta, and British is in St. Louis.
I'm about to move to Savannah. Do you know why? California is expensive as hell. I want to stop living here. I am done. I am done. My back is broken. I have tried my hardest. I am tired. I do not want to spend another $30,000 a year to live in this fabulous apartment. You know what? I tried it. I stepped outside my comfort zone. And do you know what God said? No. He said, you tried it, I denied it. You know what? I'm admitting it. I'm embarrassed myself. I'm moving to Savannah and buying a $400,000 house with a mortgage I can afford. So I get why they don't live here. They're smart.
I mean, California, like San Francisco is the most expensive in the country, at least top 3, I would say.
It is like, it's insidiously expensive out here. It's insidious.
As soon as you walk out the door, like your bank account starts going down. Like it's $300 just to like, you know, go out these days.
Do you know how much these 3-pack of chapstick cost here? $7 for chapstick. For chapstick. Do you know how much I use chapstick?
Like Duchess?
Well, actually, no, Duchess didn't use chapstick, and that was her problem.
Yeah, I mean, Duchess, she probably...
I gotta say, I understand why none of them live out here and why Jackie Christie lives in Sacramento. I get it. These expenses will kick your motherfucking ass, and they won't just kick your ass. That foot gets up in the asshole hard. I thought I could do it. I thought wrong. I thought like Lit. Lit thought he fart, but he shit.
Well, thank you for being
transparent.
Very transparent.
Child, I tell you, that's why. Unless you got 4.5 million in cash sitting in the bank, get the fuck out of this state. Get out. Happiness does not always come from within. Sometimes it comes from personal achievements. Like us recording this show for 5 years, and Jesus and Mero only hit 4. And you know what else has hit 4? My level on Best Fiends. I'm at level 4,155. When I say it's a great game, honey, I mean it. I love Best Fiends because each level is different. Each game is a new challenge, a new strategy, a new way to think about solving a problem. Some say success is making it to level 1,000 in Best Fiends, but I've done that 4 times. What I love most about the game is I love solving problems and playing a puzzle, but it always challenges you. Sometimes it's about busting blocks, sometimes it's about collecting apples, and sometimes it's just about slaying a slug. And who doesn't enjoy that? And once you have Best Fiends, you can play it anywhere. You don't even need an internet connection. If you're in an elevator, a subway, or your car, the game is still ready to go when you are. And new events and new challenges and new slugs are added all the time. So every time you play, it's a new experience.
So go ahead and let enough is never enough be your mantra. So download Best Fiends for free from the App Store or Google Play. Plus earn even more with $5 worth of in-game rewards when you reach level 5. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends. Well, we can't wait to welcome you back on the East Coast.
Y'all miss me? But I'm going to Savannah. I can't do New York again.
The South where it's no snow. Well, it snows in the South now, but it doesn't snow as much.
And I think Savannah would work. I can get a house I can afford there. I want a mortgage under 1,800.
That's doable. Last week, I celebrated my 9-year anniversary in New York. So next year will be my 10th. And, I can see myself here in the foreseeable future so far, so I'm happy in New York.
I would have stayed, 1, the weather, and 2, I want to live on an actual house. I don't want to live in an apartment anymore. I'm tired of it.
That's fair. I mean, we're still young. We can make mistakes. We can move all over till we feel like, we're home. So, I mean, you're allowed to experiment. I mean, you never left the house in New York. Now you've been leaving all the time. It's gross.
There we go. I finally got out of the house.
Right. It took a pandemic, but that's what it took me, a pandemic, to start my own YouTube. So, hey, there you have it.
Well, that was going to happen regardless because you had already started the show.
So yeah, while I'm on here, I just want to shout out Jay Lee on Jay Lee Corner on her YouTube because I'm going to be a guest on her show tonight, Saturday at, I would say 7 p.m. You're already going to see this already, but go on over to Jay Lee's channel and support. I'm going to be over there. Me and Alex are going to do a pop roast extra. Oh, you're going to do your Cooking with Alex?
Yes, we are bringing back Cooking with Alex, and we have a very special extra after the episode, which I hope you stay tuned to, where we're going to one of my favorite restaurants in San Francisco, Hot Johnny's, who has the best meat in the Castro other than me.
And there you have it. We'll see you sooner than Kim Burell sees good skincare.
And we'll see you sooner than Marlo sees those kids.
You win.
So today's Cooking with Alex is, well, not Cooking with Alex, we're smoking with Johnny. So tell us who you are and how you got here.
Well, my name is Jonathan Young. I am a San Francisco native. I went to culinary school here in San Francisco, have a culinary background, hospitality background. Last 5 years, I was actually a financial advisor. It's actually how I bridged the two worlds of culinary and hospitality and business and finance, because that's what it takes.
It does. And since we're talking about finance, everybody says pastrami is so expensive. Can you explain why?
You know, pastrami's not cheap to make. What people are used to are cold cuts. It's like not coming from the factory. We do everything here in small batches. We cure, brine, and smoke it. So it's very homemade. We take with a raw cut of beef, curate it down, and we slice it into more usable pieces. And then we throw it into a cure and marinate for 10 days. And we have to rotate it each day, so it's very heavy. And after that, we have to take it out. We rinse it, we dry it, then we spice rub it. It sits in that for about a day or two, so that it kind of dry cures at that point. And then from that point, we throw it into the smoker right back there in the kitchen. We smoke about 4.5 hours, and then we take it out, wrap it with foil, steam it until it's tender. That's another at least 2.5, 3 to maybe more hours.
It takes like maybe 2 weeks to make a pastrami.
At the minimum.
At the minimum.
At the minimum, yes.
A very labor-intensive experience.
Very much so. And we are doing a 2-week process, and it's labor-intensive. We're not just opening packages of meat and making sandwiches out of it. We're actually curating the product and making everything from scratch.
Now, I love your meats, but I also want to bring up your buns.
The buns.
The ciabatta, the brioche. How did you pick your bread provider?
Actually, I have neither of those breads. I have.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I didn't order. No, you have brioche buns.
Oh, it's similar to brioche. So pan de mie is lighter than brioche. It doesn't have egg. It has less butter than brioche. So it's a little bit lighter.
I just got schooled on camera.
Yes.
I just got schooled on camera. Because I was like, I thought those were brioche buns that you did the sliders on, which you know are my favorite.
Brioche are actually, I mean, if you notice brioche, it should be yellow in color because of egg, but also a lot of butter.
I never noticed the color because I ate them too fast. Because they're that delicious.
So good. But it's actually, we use organic Acme bread. Pan de mie is just a type of bread, but it's organic unbleached wheat flour. We all know the names of the farmers who make this product, so it's very local, it's very artisan.
Well, I would say your whole place is very artisan. So you originally started with your good pastrami staples. Let's talk about how you expanded the menu.
Okay. Well, I started with sourdough. That's what I was doing when I was locked down during the pandemic. I was making kits for people, and I'd drive it around and drop it off to people's houses. It was a hit. My background is in finance, but more so hospitality and cooking, so I wanted to have a restaurant my whole life.
And now you do.
We sure do. Bye guys, thanks so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Everything was great?
Fantastic.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, tell some friends. See you soon. So I was always preparing to have a restaurant. I just didn't know what it was going to be, and I decided on pastrami because I know there's a huge following for it, yet there's nobody specializing in it in San Francisco. So I decided to capitalize on that, build a whole menu around pastrami, and then at its core, that's who we are, but we started to smoke other things like ribs, the porchetta, and so
Porchetta, because I mispronounce it often. Porchetta. I'm saying it so I remind myself.
Right. C and H in Italian make a K sound.
And so you did the Monte Cristos, and you.
Oh, right.
And I want to talk about the brunch
I want to
because
talk
everybody
about more of
loves
that.
brunch.
Yes. So in the last month, I've been working on this whole new section. It's called barbecue and brunch. I added 12 new items to the menu, including 8 under barbecue and brunch. Smoked ribs. The porchetta sandwich was actually the first to roll out. We're doing a little bit of fusion with the smoked rice bowl now. So you have your choice of pastrami or smoked porchetta over garlic scallion fried rice with a fried egg on top. We have pastrami hash and egg, which is, a very home style dish right there. Really delicious. All of our brunch items are also under $20 right now, by the way. We do a fried chicken Benedict. That one's excellent. I can talk more about that if you like.
Yes.
Yes?
That's why we're
Okay.
here.
All right, let's do it. So it starts with a layer of one piece of Texas toast, which is like a thick cut egg bread. It's really fluffy. We put a layer of pepperoni garlic aioli over that, and then a piece of perfectly fried chicken thigh.
The fried chicken is really good. I've had it. It's good.
In the sandwich, right? But
Mhm.
we repurposed that and made it into a Benedict as well. So we top that with sous vide eggs, which are silkier than, let's say, poached eggs. And we top that off with a arugula salad dressed in an acidic vinaigrette. So it doesn't actually have a sauce, but more so an accompaniment of those two things to balance out the dish and also give it some texture.
It gives you a sauce tea, as they would say in New Orleans.
Sauce tea.
A sauce tea.
Well, what I also like to say is that it's kind of a fusion of Benedict and Milanese. I don't know if you're familiar with Milanese, but it's an Italian dish where it's like typically a veal cutlet with arugula, some Parmesan cheese, and a squeeze of lemon. So that's the dish there. It's like really fresh. So the Benedict, and then that's served with an heirloom potato hash, and we're good to go there. The Monte Cristo is traditionally made with ham, so it's like a French toast, ham and grilled cheese, but we substitute that out with our pastrami. And so we dip the sandwich into an egg batter before we put it onto the griddle with butter. And then we top that with powdered sugar. And what makes it kind of savory sweet is that there's a thin layer of strawberry jam within the sandwich. And then that's served with an arugula salad and potato hash. Yes?
The thin layer of strawberry jam is the extra effort.
So we don't put too much in, just a thin layer, but we give you extra on the side depending on how sweet and savory you like it.
I love to dip. I love to have a little dip in sauce.
I like to dip too. Well, I have an amazing burger, super high quality, dry aged grass fed beef, also sits on organic Acme bread. We make everything. We make the sauce, the pickles that go in the sauce. We shred the cheese off a block. We shred the lettuce fresh. It's all delicious. My fried chicken sandwich, honestly.
He fries chicken like us. Like us. You would think it was from us. I've had it. I will say it gives an us tea. It's on the black hand side.
I think what really gives it that pop is our sauce, but also the bread that it's on, right? Anything that we put that bread on.
It's the chicken itself.
Thank you.
It's the chicken itself. You pick good cuts of meat and you know how to fry it.
To be honest with you, I wasn't always happy with it. I recently just improved the texture of the chicken. I was always happy with the...
It got better?
It got better, yeah. It got better.
I don't know what to have. I was going to get my sliders, but now I want to try this new good chicken.
Yes, I changed it maybe 2 months ago.
And the chicken before was amazing. He's putting himself down. He's being hard on himself. It was amazing. It really was. It was amazing. I thought it was my mom's. I actually asked him like what percentage of black was in his family.
I do remember that. That was a while ago.
Because I was like, I'm tasting home when you know how we season. It gives the same tea.
I like it. The same tea.
The same tea. Well, this has been my interview with Hot Johnny, who is giving us the best meat in the Castro, except for me. But we will see you soon for the next episode of Cooking or Eating with Alex. And now he's going to show us his outdoor dining area.
Let's go. So we have a 1,000 square foot patio. It's a great event space. We can seat 40 to 50 people. We have yard games such as ping pong. We have battle pot, which is similar to beer pong. That's what it's called.
Oh.
We have a 65-inch TV, so you can show
Oh.
anything you'd like for your special event. We have high tops, we have low tops, we have heaters, we have lighting, we have sound. We got it all.
You have it all.